Ramadan is the holy month in which Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him and his family, received the first revelation of the Holy Quran. For Ismailis, we celebrate Ramadan as a month of spiritual opportunities, quote, in which the Holy Quran was sent down as a guide to humankind, unquote. In this video, we will dive into what our beloved Imams have said about Ramadan. In the modern period of Ismaili history, the 48th Ismaili Imam, Maulana Sultan Muhammad Shah, has likewise emphasized the spiritual fasting as a spiritual discipline, which consists of always being mindful and keeping away from sins such as lying, cheating, slander, jealousy, and other negative deeds. He also said, quote, "Now I am going to tell you about ibadat, always worship God. This is the month of Ramadan. In this month, do more ibadat. Every hour, every minute, remember God. Do not forget Him. If you have forgotten Him and have become lazy, then take heed that I am reminding you to remember and worship Him." Unquote. According to the Holy Quran, fasting was prescribed for the believers so that they may learn taqwa, which can mean piety, mindfulness, or God consciousness. The great Islamic philosopher and scientist of Alamut, Nasir al-Din al-Tusi, writes that fasting from food and drink restrains the soul from its base inclinations. He explains that this form of fasting is practiced for 30 days in a year, so that a form or behavioral pattern will become imprinted on the human soul, to the point that all of one's faculties and desires become restrained from the pursuit of improper things. The concept of fasting has a deeper meaning and significance than not eating or drinking. Ismaili Muslims, under the guidance of the Imams, have also emphasized the inner form of fasting. All Ismaili Muslim hujjats, dais, and thinkers, under the guidance of the Imams, maintained that the 7 pillars of Islam have esoteric and spiritual meanings. In 1164, the 23rd Ismaili Imam, Hassan ala-Dhikrihi al-Salam, declared the period of Qiyamah. During the Qiyamah period, Imam Ala al-Din Muhammad of Alamut said, quote, "As for fasting of this jama'at, whereas in the realm of the Sharia, out of 12 months which make up the year, for 1 month, from dawn to dusk, one closes his mouth against eating and drinking. The rule of this jama'at requires that during the whole of one's life, one is not permitted to abandon the true fast even for the twinkling of an eye. They keep not just one organ of the body closed, but rather all 7 external and internal organs against that which God has prohibited, so that they may always preserve a state of fasting." Unquote. Just as material fasting consists in refraining from food and drink during the month of Ramadan, the spiritual fasting consists in abstaining from all impure thoughts, words, and deeds for every single day of one's life. The 34th Ismaili Imam, Hazrat Maulana Shah Garib Mirza, said in his Counsels of Chivalry, quote, "The whole year you must fast, just as the exoterists fast 1 month. The meaning of this fast is austerity. Control yourselves. Keep yourselves away from bad qualities, evil and indecent actions and devilish acts, so that the mirror of your hearts may be gradually polished." Unquote. In a hadith, the Prophet said, quote, "Fasting is a shield. So when one of you is fasting, he should neither indulge in obscene language, nor should he raise his voice in anger. If someone attacks him or insults him, let him say, 'I am fasting.'" Unquote. The Prophet's beloved daughter, Hazrat Fatima, is also reported to have said, quote, "A man who does not guard his tongue, his hearing, his sight, and his limbs from forbidden acts during his fasting has indeed not fasted at all." Unquote. This same message of a year-round commitment to self-restraint and living by the ethics of Islam at all times has been emphasized in 2016 by Hazar Imam.
That my wish for the decades ahead is that you stand firmly by the principles and the ethics of our faith. Wherever you are, whatever age you are, whatever you do in your lives, it is essentially important to me that the principles of our faith should be respected every day of your lives.